Hey guys, this is Lucas Kitchen with thecuriouscosmos.com. Wanted to show you a pretty cool event that's taking place tonight. We're seeing something that is fairly rare, a conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. On the screen you see Venus there, and I've got it locked in on my Meade telescope LX200. And so Venus is closer to the sun than we are, and it's the brightest thing in the sky after the moon. And so this time of year, it's setting in the evening. So what's really cool, now I'm going to slew over just a little bit, see if I can remember which direction to go here. Oh, that's the wrong direction. I go this way. So I'm using my mechanical slew here. I'm going to slew over, and you'll notice at the top right, okay, sorry, it's taking a second. At the top right of the screen, you'll notice there's another little dot. So that is Jupiter. So the cool thing about Jupiter and Venus getting close together is that they are sometimes called the king and the queen planet, Jupiter being the king, Venus being the queen. So they do pass by each other, but it's fairly rare that they pass this close by. I use my Stellarium software to check, and there's some people that claim that the Star of Bethlehem in the book of Matthew in the Bible was a conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. I've used my Stellarium software to try to calculate that, and honestly, I'm a little skeptical because the only conjunction that happened, which was a really close conjunction about 2,000 years ago, but it happened during the daytime, and so it would have been in broad daylight, which sort of brings into question whether it could actually be the Star of Bethlehem. It might be. We may be missing something or had the date wrong, but in any case, still a really cool event. So in the top right of your screen, you see Jupiter there. Now I'm gonna change my exposure a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to see the moons, a couple of the moons of Jupiter. I've got it zoomed out, for lack of a better word, zoom. It's not quite right on a telescope, but for the image, I've got sort of a wide field image so that we can see them both, and it just barely fits. Let me, you may see a little bit of shakiness, but I'm gonna bring the lighting up, the exposure up, and so you'll see Jupiter. Okay, I'll let it still for a second. You see Jupiter brightening over there on the right side. They go a little brighter. Here in a second, we should start to see, now you can start to see Jupiter's moons. Just barely there. I'll take a snapshot so that we can actually take a look at those moons. So hopefully on the screen you see a snapshot of those moons and Jupiter sort of sitting there. This is not the best configuration to get a good clear shot of these planets since it's a wide field shot, but still really a neat event going on here. A little bit about Venus. Venus is sometimes called the sister planet to Earth, and that's because of its somewhat similar size and composition. We don't actually know exactly how large Venus is because it's got an opaque atmosphere that we can't see down into. Like I said, it's the third brightest celestial body after the sun and the moon. One of the reasons it's so bright is because it's got an upper layer of clouds that are sulfuric acid. Sort of melt the skin off your bones kind of clouds. But really a cool couple of tidbits there. I suppose that's why it's one of the reasons why it's so bright, because they're maybe shiny in cloud format. I've never seen sulfuric acid clouds, so I'm not exactly sure. In any case, really neat event. By the time you see this video, it will have passed, but it will happen again in 2016, and it's actually going to be a closer conjunction. Off the top of my head, I think the one in 2016 is going to come within 4 arc minutes of each other. The conjunction will be, which is closer than this one. So really neat stuff. Really excited to have the telescope out on this nice night. So I thought I'd show you something sort of cool here. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the moon, but you'll notice there's a weird sort of texture happening. It almost looks like it's being reflected through water or something. Can you guess what that is? That is tree branches. So I'm actually looking at the moon through a tree branch, and so if when I actually look with the naked eye, or the unaided eye, I like that term better, I actually can't see it through the tree branches except for just little bitty bits of light. But it's possible with a large reflector telescope to actually gather light that's sort of spread out and remake the image, so to speak. So even though I can't see hardly anything with my eye, the telescope still is able to resolve a decently detailed image. So I thought that would kind of be worth looking at. Alright, well, I think I'm going to sign off for the night. I've enjoyed the exploration, and I hope that you take some time to go outside and look at the creation that God has made. Alright, have a good night.